The breakup of Summer House stars Amanda Batula and Kyle Cooke has become one of reality television's most talked about relationship stories, after the former couple revealed deeply personal details about the struggles that ultimately ended their marriage. What initially appeared to fans as a relationship strained by busy schedules and public pressure has now been revealed to involve years of emotional distance, depression, and a nearly non-existent intimate life. During a candid reunion discussion, the former husband and wife shocked viewers by admitting they had sex only 3 times during their entire 4-year marriage. The revelation stunned both fans and fellow cast members, opening the door to an emotional conversation about what really went wrong behind closed doors. Amanda Batula explained that depression played a significant role in the collapse of their relationship. She said her mental health struggles dramatically affected her desire for intimacy, making physical affection increasingly difficult. However, she emphasized that depression was only one piece of a much larger problem. According to Batula, she often felt emotionally abandoned as Kyle Cooke devoted nearly all of his energy to expanding his Loverboy beverage company while also pursuing opportunities as a DJ.
Adventure starts with the right gear, and it all starts at shackshop.us. From stylish women's swimsuits and premium camping tents to paddleboards, underwater drones, and dependable dinghies, we have everything you need for your next outdoor adventure. Whether you're exploring the water or relaxing on shore, gear up with quality products at unbeatable prices. Visit shackshop.us today and make every adventure.
Instead of feeling like a priority, she said she felt as though she had become another responsibility on his endless to-do list. Batula described evenings where Cooke would spend long hours working before coming to bed, asking her to answer work emails, and then expecting intimacy moments later. She said there was little romance, very little conversation, and almost no emotional connection leading up to those moments. It felt like there was no foreplay, she explained, adding that emotional intimacy had disappeared long before physical intimacy did. Cooke did not deny many of Batula's criticisms. Instead, he acknowledged that he shares responsibility for the marriage's collapse. He explained that from his perspective, every vacation, date night, and special event required him to organize and plan. He believed he was sacrificing time in the present to build financial security for their future family. Cooke said he worked relentlessly because he wanted to provide the best possible life for the couple down the road. Unfortunately, those long hours came at the expense of spending meaningful time with his wife. Batula responded that while she appreciated his ambition, what she really wanted wasn't another business success. It was a husband who would simply take her on a date and make her feel emotionally valued. One particularly painful moment involved Cooke suggesting Batula read a book about dating entrepreneurs. Rather than helping solve their problems, Batula said the suggestion made her feel even more isolated because it placed the burden of adapting entirely on her, rather than addressing the emotional disconnect within their marriage. Their disagreement highlighted a classic relationship conflict. Cooke believed financial success would create happiness later. Batula believed emotional investment was needed immediately. As time passed, those differing priorities only pushed them farther apart. The couple revealed that after marrying in September 2021, they almost immediately entered what Cooke described as a funk. While they remained together publicly and continued filming reality television, privately, they were struggling with communication, intimacy, and growing resentment. Cooke also shared that he repeatedly encouraged couples therapy over the years in hopes of repairing the relationship. Despite those efforts, neither partner felt they could reverse the damage that had accumulated over time. Batula explained that as her depression deepened, Cooke continued maintaining his demanding social and professional schedule. She recalled frequent arguments after he returned from nights out while she remained home feeling increasingly alone. Eventually, the emotional gap became impossible to overcome. The final turning point reportedly occurred on New Year's Day. Batula said Cooke spent the night celebrating while she remained home by herself. That experience convinced her the marriage had reached its end. Soon afterward, she contacted Bravo's public relations team to begin preparing a public announcement confirming their separation. In January 2026, the couple released a joint statement announcing they had mutually decided to separate after nearly a decade together. Although they described the split as amicable and asked fans for privacy while focusing on healing, their reunion comments revealed just how complicated the relationship had become behind the scenes. Interestingly, despite announcing their separation months ago, reports indicate the pair have not yet finalized a divorce. Financial matters remain unresolved, particularly because they reportedly never signed a prenuptial agreement before marrying. Sorting through shared assets has delayed the legal process, even though both have publicly acknowledged their relationship is over. Since the separation, Batula has reportedly begun dating West Wilson, a former friend of Cooke's. That development has added another layer of drama for longtime Summer House fans who continue following the former couple's lives. Meanwhile, Cooke has largely focused on his businesses and career, while reflecting publicly on mistakes he believes contributed to the marriage ending. Their willingness to openly discuss extremely personal issues has sparked widespread conversation among viewers. Many praised the honesty surrounding depression and emotional intimacy. Others debated whether work addiction can quietly destroy even strong relationships. Mental health experts frequently note that depression can significantly reduce sexual desire, emotional availability, and relationship satisfaction if left untreated. At the same time, relationship counselors often stress that emotional connection forms the foundation for physical intimacy. Without consistent communication, affection, and quality time, many couples gradually drift apart regardless of how much love once existed. Amanda and Kyle's story appears to reflect exactly that pattern. Neither accused the other of infidelity. Neither pointed to one explosive event. Instead, they described years of small disappointments, unmet emotional needs, mounting stress, and incompatible priorities slowly eroding the relationship. For reality television viewers accustomed to dramatic scandals, their explanation may actually feel surprisingly relatable. Many marriages end not because of one catastrophic mistake, but because partners slowly stop connecting emotionally. Work obligations increase. Stress builds. Mental health challenges emerge. Communication declines. Eventually, two people who once shared everything begin living almost separate lives under the same roof. Their reunion conversation also challenged stereotypes surrounding intimacy. The revelation that they had sex only 3 times during 4 years of marriage shocked audiences because it highlighted just how severe the emotional disconnect had become. Rather than serving as the cause of the breakup, both appeared to describe the lack of intimacy as a symptom of much deeper relationship problems. Fans continue debating whether the marriage could have been saved through earlier intervention. Some believe counseling might have worked had both partners committed sooner. Others argue the competing priorities and emotional disconnect had become too deeply rooted. Regardless of differing opinions, Amanda Batula and Kyle Cooke have offered one of the most candid discussions about marriage ever seen in reality television. Their story serves as a reminder that successful relationships require far more than financial security or professional success. They also require emotional presence, communication, empathy, and consistent effort from both partners. While their marriage ultimately came to an end, both have expressed hopes of moving forward and focusing on personal healing rather than continuing public conflict. Whether fans agree with Amanda's perspective, Kyle's explanation, or somewhere in between, one fact is clear. The collapse of their marriage was the result of years of emotional distance rather than a single defining moment. Their openness has transformed a private heartbreak into a broader conversation about depression, work-life balance, intimacy, and what truly sustains a marriage over time.